our complex social tools of production make and do things. And, more importantly, make and do things that people want, regardless of what might be regarded as their consumerist triviality. No centrally planned economy produces a selection of shampoos or toothbrushes or automatic watch winders or kite surfing kites or lightweight bicycles or video games. A haughty-minded and judgmental social justice advocate might dismiss such hyper-production as trivial, but is still very likely to spend hours per day texting his or her friends desirable political cliches on expensive iPhones and Androids. One man's meat is another man's poison. And it is by no means clear who should judge whether something that someone else desires may be acceptably produced in a world where absolute privation still exists. Because our hierarchical organizations make and do things that people want, and because people differ in their competence in doing so, different people experience different demand for their services. We adjudicate such demand with pay. This is the alternative to slavery. If you are producing things that people want, then you are entitled to charge what people are willing to pay for your services, or to refuse to provide such services at your whim if you choose.
The free market core mythology, to which both political parties in this country and just about all mainstream commentators are wedded to, argues in effect that, and here I'm kind of paraphrasing John Maynard Keynes, because he said this too about free market capitalism. The free market mythology, it argues that the most ruthless, selfish, opportunistic, greedy, calculating plunderers, applying the most heartless measures in cold-blooded pursuit of corporate interests and wealth accumulation, will produce the best results for all of us through something called the invisible hand. And Keynes really, he mocked that too. He didn't have as many adjectives as I did, but he said, how do they think that the most wicked, that was the word he used, the most wickedest people pursuing the most wickedest ends for the most wickedest means are going to produce these beautiful, what an interesting theory. Where the hell could they ever gotten it? Marx had 3 words to sum up the entire process of corporate capitalism. It was accumulate, accumulate, accumulate. And I like that quote because he's recognizing, he doesn't really go into it, he avoids psychology, and I usually do also, but I think it's time we have to treat some of these guys, put them on the couch or something. Since we can't put them on the guillotine, we have to, no, I didn't say that. He's giving this compulsive idea of accumulate. And what do you do after that? You accumulate, you accumulate. That's all they do, and that's all they need to do. Mindless, driven. It's a rational pathology. Are you still with me? Okay. The crimes and crises of corporate America are not, in my view, an irrational departure from a rational system. I don't think Bernie Madoff is an aberration. Quite the opposite. I think it's the converse. They are the rational outcomes of a basically irrational and amoral system.